Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and thank you for joining me here at the Creative Retreat YouTube channel. Today, I'm diving into the new devotional, Higher Ways, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And if you haven't gotten your printables yet, go and pick them up. They're called Faithfilled Digitals, and they're over on the Creative Retreat shop, online shop. You can just check them out, get them and download them, print them, and play along with me today. So I did play with some acrylic paint. I loved the backing of this devotional. The Rockwood red of DecoArt Americana would just work perfectly. And I do recall having some stamps that have some stars from previous kits when I could still get them here in South Africa. The stars just would work perfectly on the backing there. So can still play along, and if you don't have stars from Creative Retreat, you can try different stars or stencils with stars. Lots of options to still play along if you don't have the physical kit. But like I said, we do have these Faithful Digitals, and the devotional is just absolutely amazing. I love how she explained how a pilot kind of has foresight and sovereign, if you want to call it, sight, in the sense that he can see in front of him. He has information about the weather and about what's going on, and he can see in front of the plane, whereas the passengers has limited view and limited knowledge. And that God's ways like that is sovereign. He knows the end from the beginning. He knows what his purposes are, and he kind of reveals them to us on a need-to-know basis. And I think sometimes it's way better that we don't need to know everything ahead of time. And so after laying down this flat layer of Rockwood red by Americana DecoArt, or DecoArt Americana acrylic paints, I'm kind of wanting to get that layered look down. And I know that I wanted to say he is sovereign God. So I decided on there's two options on how to do that. So I decided on these ones. And then I'm just taking the star stamp set from a previous kit, and just laying it down with the ink, pigment chalk ink, the white one by Creative Retreat. And I'm loving how it came out. I just love this stamp really a lot because it kind of spaces the stars out so that it looks haphazardly and not planned or like a pattern. You can't really see that it's a pattern, so that's very cool. After kind of planning out what I want on this side, I am going to take a normal dot art kind of ball tool, so it's also known as a scoring tool, or a scoring ball. There's so many words for what this is, but anyways, nonetheless, I'm going to just use that tool to kind of add some dot detail to this background. Obviously, once I get all of my planning out, which is hopefully now. And I'm working in Isaiah, where it says that God's ways are so much higher than our ways, and I love the Message translation, so also just going to kind of outline that piece here. I am working in the Scribe, which is the Message journaling Bible, and I'm loving reading that. It also says God's ways are just not, it's not in our framework of reference. It's much higher than ours. And so just dipping that tip of that ball tool into the chalk ink and adding those little dot tools, and then I'm starting to stick these elements down with my Couture Creations tacky glue, just adding some glue at the back and then popping it onto my page. Acrylic paint does not bleed through, so that's always a plus. And this ink also doesn't bleed, which is great, and it won't bleed through the acrylic because the acrylic kind of creates a barrier on this page. And yes, God is sovereign, and for that I am forever thankful that He knows what is coming. He has it planned out. You know, what I love about our God is that He even plans for kind of my mistakes. So even when I just am hard-headed and I don't want to listen to advice, he has that already in mind as well. He has planned for it and he is sovereign through it. He gives me free choice because he loves me, but he protects me in my stupidity sometimes. And for that, I am, like I said, absolutely forever thankful. And then that is that for this layout. I really enjoyed working through this devotional. I was very challenged in kind of my way of wanting to control things, and sometimes just needing to cede that control to Father God. And so today I'm handing over full control. Check out the channel for the other girls' videos, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.